So thoughts are an instantaneous manifestation of the beliefs. You don't choose to think negative thoughts. Oh my God, why is my partner not calling me? Are they having a lot of fun without me? Am I not important for them? Are they cheating on me? What inside of them is a belief that is so strong that makes them fear that this partner will leave them alone. Where do I have evidence in the entire world where people have been born in a poor family but they've been able to become really rich? Where is this belief even coming from? I mean, the kind of questions that you ask yourself will change the entire game for you. If you're constantly feeling the thoughts of anxiety, fear, or you're constantly overthinking about things and you feel like, why is my life the way it is right now? Make sure to watch this video till the end, simply because you're going to get a different perspective about negative thinking, overthinking, all the fears that you have on the inside. Before I start off with the concept of what I'm trying to convey, let me give you an example. Let's say there is a tree that is there outside your house, okay? And there are mangoes that are coming in your tree and you hate mangoes. I'm sure nobody hates mangoes, but this is for an example. Let's say you hate mangoes. So because you hate mangoes, you're just plucking away the mangoes every day and you're trying to throw it. And the next morning you come back and you look at the tree, the mangoes are still there. So the problem is not with the mangoes. The problem is because a mango seed was sown and the roots are of that of a mango tree. Similarly with your thoughts, no matter how hard you really try to change your thoughts, it can be a momentary quick fix, but it is not a long-term solution. The reason is the mangoes are nothing but your thoughts and the roots are nothing but your beliefs. So thoughts are an instantaneous manifestation of the beliefs. Let me give you another example. There is a person A and there is a person B. The person A has an extremely strong self-concept. They're very confident, they really love themselves, they're very self-assured. On the other side, person B is kind of low on self-confidence. They feel that they're not really worthy and they always are very anxious about things because they feel like they're not good enough. Now, let's say both of them have a very similar kind of a partner. The partner comes and tells person A saying, hey, I'm going out on a tour with my friends, so I'm not going to be available for the next 3 days on the phone. So you take care, I'll come back and get in touch with you. The same partner comes and tells the partner B, whoever is B's partner, hey, I'm not available, I'll come back and then we can have a conversation. The person A, right, is going to be like, hey, you have a great time, and they're going to go carry on with their lives and they're going to live a happy life for the next 3 days because they are their priority. On the other side, the person B is going to be sitting here and thinking, oh my God, why is my partner not calling me? Are they having a lot of fun without me? Am I not important for them? Are they cheating on me? Too many thoughts. And the worst part here is you don't really think to think negative thoughts, right? It's like an autopilot reaction and it feels like you're not even in control. Because if you are in control, you know how to break it. But you're not in control. That is why you feel so helpless in the process. And now you need to understand it is the same exact situation in both the cases. But the person A reacted very differently and had very different thoughts, and the person B reacted very differently and had very different thoughts. So now, if I'm just going to go tell person B, stop thinking negative, look at how the person A is, you have to be positive in life all the time, just like how you hear a lot of people coming and giving you recommendations, it's not going to work for you because you don't choose to think negative thoughts. Who chooses to think negative thoughts, right? So the solution is to go within and change your belief system. In the same example, if person B started to work on themselves and started to understand why do they have this anxious kind of an attachment, what inside of them is a belief that is so strong that makes them fear that this partner will leave them and go. Because until you go within and change that, for the longest time, you're going to be in a prison of your own thoughts. And that's exactly why it's extremely important for you to start working on changing your subconscious beliefs. So I'm going to give you a very small step-by-step process on how you can work on your subconscious beliefs. But before that, I want you to take this as a challenge to yourself and pick one area of your life that you've been really working hard to change, but it has not changed. And I would very strongly say the reason why it is not changing is because the belief somewhere inside needs to start changing. So first of all, let's understand where the beliefs even come from. So most of the beliefs are formed before the age of 7, which is from the time you're conceived till the age of 7, depending on where environment you were raised in, how your parents thought, what kind of conversations was in the family, your school, all of that. right? So most of the beliefs are even formed before our analytical mind was actually developed. So now, though it is not in your control, but it is your responsibility to start changing them if you want your life to change. So first ask yourself, what beliefs in my life? For example, let's say you have a money challenge. So you're constantly working really hard, but you're not able to attract a lot of money in your life. So sit with yourself and ask yourself, what are my beliefs about money? Just sit with yourself and write down the list of things and the reasons that come up. Let's say one of the reasons is, I am not rich, or I can't become rich because my family is not rich. This is also a belief, right? So once you have this belief, ask yourself, where is this belief even coming from? Is this a belief based on my experience, or is this a belief based on my parents' experience, or somebody else in my family said this and it became a part of my belief? This is the second step. And the third step is sit with yourself and ask yourself, is this belief supporting my journey, or is this belief not supporting my journey? If the answer is it is not supporting your journey, then ask yourself, am I willing to change this? The reason why I'm asking you to ask yourself so many questions is because the best way to start working on yourself is to self-introspect. The kind of conversation that you have with yourself and the kind of questions that you have with yourself, the kind of questions that you ask yourself will change the entire game for you. So now once you've answered this question saying, no, this is detrimental for me, I want to change these beliefs. Now ask yourself, where do I have evidence in the entire world where people have been born in a poor family, but they've been able to become really rich? There are hundreds of thousands of stories of rags to riches. So you need to understand, beliefs are nothing but repeated thoughts plus evidences. Evidences can be a part of your life, or evidences can be a part of somebody else's life. So now you're sitting with yourself, you have a belief that says, I don't have a lot of money, or I can't make a lot of money because my family is not rich. I'm telling myself this is a belief that does not support me, so I'm willing to change. So once I'm willing to change, I'm going to take a list of people who have accomplished in the world who came from absolute zero. So this is your way of telling your subconscious that it is possible for me. This is not my belief. This can be true for my parents or my society. It need not be true for me. And the last step, what you do is you start writing I am statements. I am statements are the most powerful statements, simply because when I say I am confident, I am rich, I am wealthy, I am abundant, what you're doing is you're giving a command to the universe saying, I am this. That's it. So now what you will start to do is write 10 affirmations followed by I am. I am rich. Money flows into my life easily. I am wealthy. I am worthy of all the desires I have. Make sure you write down 10 to 15 affirmations and keep reading it every day. I also encourage you to read a lot of blog articles, watch videos, and collect more information of people who are in contrast of your beliefs. The more you do that, the more evidence you're giving to your brain to start thinking very differently. Remember this one thing, you're not ready for what you want until you believe you can have it. So it all boils down to your self-belief.